Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn how to use Terraform import. Sometimes we have resources that already exist in our cloud environment, but they are not yet managed by Terraform, and we want Terraform to start managing them. In such cases, we can use the Terraform import command. Let me show you how it works. First, let's look at our sample Terraform script. In the script, we can see there is one data block and two storage account configurations. That means we have one resource group that is not managed by Terraform, and we have two storage accounts that are managed by Terraform. If we look at the Azure, we can find these resources. We have resource group, and inside that we have two storage accounts. Now let's see how to import resource group state to a state file. For this, I'm not going to use the same state file. I'm going to import resource group state to a new state file. We have backend configuration file here with new state file values, and then we have environment Terraform where we have all the information about providers, and we have the variable file, and finally we have the main file which is currently empty. Now we are in the correct directory. Let's run Terraform init. So we have the init command and path to correct backend config file. As a first step, we add a resource block for a resource group in our Terraform configuration. These values should be matching with the existing resources. Copilot is suggesting us a code. Let's accept it and do small modifications to the script. I rename this as RG, and instead of hard-coded values, I'm going to use the var values. I have defined variables for resource group and resource group location in the variable file. Let's go back to variable. I have a variable for resource group name and location. Resource group name is this and location is the East West. If you look at the actual resource, it has the same resource group name and the region. Okay, let's go back to the main file and add the variables, and here we add the correct location. Alright, now we have added the resource block for the resource group. Now let's do the import. For that, we use import command. Next, we need to give a resource type and the name of the resource block. Finally, we need to give the resource ID. To get that, let's go to the Azure and go to the properties of the resource group and copy the resource ID from here. Now we have the full command like this. First Terraform import and the resource block type and name, and finally the resource ID. Let's run this. Okay, resource import has been completed. Now we can see the log message says resource group RG import successful. Now let's run Terraform plan. Terraform plan should not suggest any changes right now. This should be in 0 changes state. Now we can see Terraform state is in 0 changes state. Let's run Terraform state list. Now we should get resource group on this list. Now we see a resource group is in the state list. That means a resource group has been added to the Terraform state file, and Terraform is now managing the resource group. That is how to use Terraform import to bring existing infrastructures to Terraform management. Hope you guys have learned something valuable. See you again in another video.